A new twist in the mystery at sea. Police in Finland say the owner of the missing freighter Arctic Sea has received a demand for a ransom, suggesting the involvement of pirates. Well, the ship's location is still unknown, but RT's Katarina Azarova now joins us live with the details. Hello to you, Katarina. So the story seems to have taken a piracy turn.
Indeed, it has, Alice. We have heard confirmation from Finnish police that the owner of the company that the ship belongs to, it's a Finnish-owned vessel that carries a Russian crew, has received a ransom demand, which would suggest that this indeed is a piracy situation, that pirates have taken over the ship and its cargo and crew and are now demanding a ransom for the crew to be released and possibly for the ship to be released as well. However, it has been almost 3 weeks since the ship disappeared, and with previous cases of piracy that are somewhat more notorious around Southeast Asia and Africa, we have seen pirates make demands much faster. So there are already speculations that this, in fact, may not be a piracy case at all, that this may be a ransom demand to throw the police off course and make them think that this is, in fact, a piracy case and that there is still a chance of saving the crew and the ship. But, of course, it may not be the case. The police in Finland have opened up an investigation. They're working with the owners of the company that the vessel belongs to. But as of now, all we have is that ransom note. And really, it does not prove that the crew is still alive, that the ship is still safe, and whether, in fact, pirates have indeed taken over.
So many twists and turns in this story, Katarina. As the search for the ships continued, we've seen so many dead ends here. Can you tell us more about those?
Well, dead ends are the only thing, really, that seems to be a constant in this case, Alice. Constant sightings of the ship that have later proven to be false. All these things are constantly happening. There are confirmations from some people who say that, from some, like the British Coast Guard, for example, who say they did have radio contact with the ship. Later, however, there have been suggestions that this may, if the ship was taken over by pirates, this was already the pirates posing as the crew and therefore contacting British Coast Guard. An editor of a online seafarer and nautical magazine has been somewhat a constant in the case as well, saying that he has received text messages on his phone with the ship's location. One of those was in San Sebastian, the other off the coast of Gibraltar and Portugal. All of those have so far proven to be false. And later, Mikhail Vaitenka, that's the editor of this edition, has also said that he picked up the ship's automatic identification system working and has pinpointed it to a location. The signal stayed on for 10 minutes, according to the man, but already several authorities have disclaimed this allegation by Mr. Vaitenka, saying that it was in fact the Russian vessels of the Black Sea Fleet which have been sent to look for the missing Arctic Sea. So far, nobody knows where the ship is, why it disappeared, and what could have possibly happened. My colleague had a closer look at what the ship has gone through in the days of its absence.
Found or not found, it seems the story of the vessel, the Arctic Sea, is still shrouded with mystery. Pirates, a bitter dispute between smugglers, or perhaps even a government conspiracy to keep top-secret information from leaking out. Theories from around the globe are starting to pop up about the mystery of the Arctic Sea.
If there are any unauthorised persons on board, if they're not aware that they've been spotted, the security forces may well still be quite lucky in getting them on board.
But why would pirates attack a ship supposedly carrying wood?
Many commentators have talked about the possibility of an illicit cargo. Again, that can't be discounted.
Speculation has ranged anywhere from weapons shipments or something even more serious.
Maybe it's connected with some nuclear material shipments.
And certainly the scope of the international search shows an intense interest in the ship's location. Given the level of sophistication of the supposed attack, some feel that entire countries may be responsible.
I would think more along the lines of maybe some type of governmental intervention at a very high level for another purpose other than piracy. Maybe ascertaining whether or not there was some contraband on board the vessel.
But there are less controversial ideas floating around as well.
To me, this is more of a sort of commercial dispute. There's going to be a reason, probably a commercial reason, why that vessel sort of disappeared, and that may well stem from the boarding that happened in the Baltic Sea. So it's early days yet. I don't think it was anything to do with the timber. It could either be a commercial disagreement through debt, or it could be an insurance payout.
And to find answers, some think it is wise to look to the ship itself.
I think that the key to trying to get to the bottom of what happened here may be trying to find out who the crew are, who the family of the crew are, and trying to contact them. Because I think there's a lot of conjecture going on.
With so many twists and turns in this story, we may never know exactly what happened to the Arctic Sea. The only hope is that we may find out some resolution soon. Sean Thomas, RT.